My name's Brendan. I've been making videos and putting things on YouTube and telling stories and trying to capture the part of the bigger story that is happening here on Earth, in all of us. I woke up not too long ago. I don't know how long I've been here. It's some sort of festival, some sort of celebration, some sort of place where people, and artists and musicians can come and express themselves. And there's a lot of faces that I recognize, but I'm not sure if I've seen them before. So I'm gonna go around. I'm not exactly sure when this is gonna end, when this dream will end. All I know is that I want to be able to honor it. I want to be able to share what happens here with you and to experience it for myself as well.
It's so beautiful, we're all collectively ascending together, man. I love that word ascension. I love transcending dualities, yes? So when we learn to do this within, man, we learn to do this without also. When we learn to nurture relationships with other people to help them do it well too, because it's a practice, man. It's the ancient symbol of the Ouroboros, being and becoming, right? The serpent or the snake eating of its own tail. Self-regeneration, baby, eternal life. There is no death.
Each and every one of us is a separate circle on this flower of life, on this grid that we create through the relationships that we share with one another. That Vesica Pisces, that little thing that looks like this between the two circles, that is the womb of creation. That is the space in which new ideas, new energies, new life emerges from. So by allowing our circles to merge with one another, we allow the opportunity for more creativity to be birthed into this world in exciting, vibrant, and unique ways.
You say rumba? Rumba. If you were in Puerto Rico and you were doing something like this, they would call it bomba. Bomba. Beginning West Africa, where this drum is from, they call it dudumwa. Dudumwa. In Hawaii, they call it luau. And us, the Native American people, we call it powwow. But you know what is the same about rumba and bomba and dudumwa and luau? It is not just about the drum or the dances or the food. It's about what the...
This is how stuff gets done. That's what's happening right here. This is, yeah, it's not just a festival. It's a key to a new world.
I heard a rumor going around is that this is a dream.
Well, of course it is. Of course it is. But anything you can do in a sleeping dream, you can do in this dream also. It's, you get many clues from nature. That's a beautiful one, because we create our sleeping dreams so meticulously. We can do the same thing in this life. And that's what we're doing right now. We've created this dream together.
To me, lucid dreaming is when you become aware of the fact that you're dreaming, while in the dream. And the beauty of like waking up to the fact that you're in a dream, the outcome or the impact of that is that you realize that you can do anything you want. You are ultimate creator. In a lucid dream state, you can fly, you can walk through walls, you can shoot spider webs out of your hands like Spider-Man and soar through the sky. But also the other beauty of becoming awake in your dream is you realize that everything is in your reality is a reflection of yourself. And so just like you can become awake in your dream, you can also like awaken in your waking state. When you become lucid in your waking state, you can let go of fear, you can create that which you want to see in the world. It's really an empowering thing, you don't have to be confined by all of the boundaries and constructs and stories that society wants to place on you, and you can realize that the world is much more malleable than it seems. You can fall into alignment with your passions and create the world that you want to see. I kind of love that philosophy, and it's sort of what the foundation of the whole festival, Lucidity, was built on, is this idea that we can wake up to our highest potential and fall into alignment with our passions, and by doing that in collaboration with other people who are also either awakened or in a process of awakening, a lot of magic can happen. And what you see around the festival here is sort of like a manifestation of that collective magic that happens through the process of waking up to this dreamlike reality that we live in. What we create is a container, and within this container there's an invitation, and the invitation is to express yourself in whatever way you want to express yourself and be whoever it is that you want to be. And so you've got people letting go of those things that don't serve them, leaving them at home or in the parking lot, and coming up here and just engaging in an experience that is very opening to possibilities. The impact of that is quite profound. Even though it's a short period of time, people leave with an understanding that there is a greater possibility for life in general.
What's your favorite part about these types of festivals?
Oh, the people, the energy. It's like we are in the fifth dimension right here, right now. This is about the pyramids and of Giza, and it represents the Trinity.
Reality is one that we created for ourselves.
This pinecone here, well, it's a sacred esoteric symbol from all over the world in ancient cultures.
Symbolic, fractal representation of all that is perfect and gorgeous. It is a seed, it is a beginning, it is pattern, it is a simplicity, and yet a complexity.
It's got some Fibonacci numbers in there. Fibonacci spirals, spiraling out from the center. The seed that carries the future of a tree growing up many feet towards the sky, rooted down many feet into the ground. A little world in and of itself, something like that.
It's a very sacred symbol we have here, and I think what it symbolizes is sort of taking our energy from our root and kind of moving it upward and getting past all these blocks we have through the root and the sacral and the solar plexus of our issues with who we are, where we are, how secure we are, open up into that heart space, speak our truth, and then finally be able to admit and embody that we see everything, we are everything.
To me, I'm still learning. I know that. But yes, it is a microcosm of the macrocosm. It is a material representation of sacred geometry, the proportions which unfold all throughout reality, that keep things in check and allow things to expand in beautiful, vibrant ways.
The interconnectedness, the invisible grid, the lattice that connects us all to the crystals and the mycelium and the cells and the planets, the sacred geometry that our bodies and the universe are all operating under.
It is representation for the growth that all of us are going through as we continue to spiral outwards. We contract and we expand. We, as consciousness, are ourselves, the breath of the universe. We are constantly dreaming and awakening, forgetting and remembering, all the time. The seed is a representation of the fact that the entire tree exists within one single pinecone, in the same way that the entire experience of the universe exists within one single one of us. It is all infinitely connected. Hey, Mother Goddess. Hi.
Nice to see you.
Celebration is a great way for people to cement, to marinate, to integrate, to seal in what we have, the work that we've done, the journeys, the self-discoveries, the inner work that we've done, and we can all come together collectively and see each other as what we are, which confirms and cements to each other what we are.
And I think that, you know, you mentioned the word integration, and so really these are kind of the highlights of the transformation that we're going through. It's integration and integrity, right? Integration and integrity, because integration that's happening with integrity creates a network that has integrity, and if the entire network has integrity, then we're in a really good shape.
Often I want to go run over to other countries and other places and just like get in there and help find solutions. And the wisdom came to me that I need to start right here. Global peace is not going to come because legions and legions of people go and take care of situations. That's a really beautiful vision that I had at one time that I now realize isn't the pathway. The pathway is here first. The Chinese have a proverb: if everyone swept in front of their own door, the whole world would be clean. The best thing I can do to empower someone else is to empower myself and to make choices that reflect that empowerment and walk through the world with impeccability. Of every choice has rippling impacts. So how am I choosing my steps and what does that affect? Last key is a really, really important one for what I just said, and that is a shift from the warrior to the guardian. We're still holding warrior, like the fight against the warrior that's fighting something outside of ourselves, an enemy, a something to make change in the world. The guardian is a steward for. The guardian shows up and says, I stand for this. This is what I'm here for. I want to see millions of people in the street rallying around our solutions. What am I here for? What am I inspired by? What am I making a change? It's taking a stand. And it's that stewardship. Not against, but for. So that's a big key to start noticing in your life. When you feel like you have to defend anything, an embodied leader arrives to the place of, because I have practiced this self-love and these practices, because I have connected to my community and people who support me, because I have made actions every day to walk in the world on the direction I'm heading, I'm going to stand in this place of being a guardian But nothing outside of me, my own divine sovereign authority, nothing outside of me has power. So there's nothing I need to fight. I just need to stand and put my hands in the dirt, put my voice out, my writing, my arms to hug and hold, whatever that is that you're in guardianship of. That's a big shift that if a lot of us made, would shift the way that we feel inspired and empowered to show up and take action.
No one else will live your life in the way that you will live it. No one else will experience this reality in the way that you experience it. Your reality is the one that you choose to create for yourself. And when you understand what you came here to remember, that thoughts create, that you're connected to all things, and that all of us is a reflection of the whole, things get a little bit more exciting. Life becomes the festival of lucidity.
Whoever you are out there, we want you to come inside of here.
So, here we are. Thank you for checking out and contributing to this project. Without needing to say much, after you finish the experience that is watching this movie, please tell others about it and invite them to experience it for themselves. Contribute at the GoFundMe page if you really enjoyed it, and leave your thoughts and comments below as to what this movie means for you. Needless to say, I look forward to sharing and creating more together. Good job, team. Namaste.